Mrs. Peter Rabbit, a reading by Simon Towning. Chapter 6. All the rest of that night, Peter sat under a friendly old bramble bush on the edge of the old pasture and nursed the sore places made by the claws of Hooty the Owl. At last, jolly round red Mr. Sun began to climb up in the blue, blue sky, just as he does every day. Peter looked up at him, and he felt sure that Mr. Sun winked at him. Somehow it made him feel better. The fact is, Peter was beginning to feel just a wee bit homesick. It is bad enough to be in a strange place alone, but to be sore and to smart and ache as Peter did makes that lonesome feeling a whole lot harder to bear. It is dreadful not to have anyone to speak to, but to look around and not see a single thing you have ever seen before. My, it certainly does give you a strange sinking feeling way down inside. Before that long night was over, Peter felt as if his heart had gone way down to his very toes. Yes, sir, that's the way he felt. Every time he moved at all, he cried, "Ouch!" He just knew that he was growing more stiff and sore every minute. Then he began to wonder what he should do for something to eat, for he was in a strange place, you remember. And that made him think of all his private little paths through the dear old briar patch, the little paths he had made all himself, and which no one used but himself, excepting Danny Meadow Mouse when he came for a visit. "Perhaps I shall never see them again," moaned Peter, and 2 big tears filled his eyes and were just ready to drop. At that moment he looked up and saw jolly round red Mr. Sun wink. Peter tried to wink back, and that made the 2 tears fall. But there were no more tears to follow. You see, that wink had made all the difference in the world. Peter's heart had jumped right back where it belonged. Mr. Sun was one of his oldest friends, and you know, when trouble comes, a friendly face makes bright the very darkest place. And so, just as he made bright all the old pasture, Mr. Sun also made bright the dark little corners in Peter's heart, just because he was an old friend. To be sure, Peter was still lonesome, but it was a different kind of lonesomeness. He hadn't anybody to talk to, which is always a dreadful thing to Peter, but he had only to look up to catch a friendly wink, and somehow that not only made him feel better inside, but it seemed to make his aches and smarts better too. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. More videos will be uploaded soon. Feel free to contact me by email or on WeChat if you need any help. Until next time, bye for now.